It affected my mental health. I became miserable. I lost confidence. So comparing myself to other people did not serve me very well at the time. And it took me a while to realize that actually I was going down the wrong road. So in this video, I want to share with you my experience of comparing myself to other people when I moved from Zimbabwe to the United Kingdom. This comparison trap, and that's what it is, it's a trap, kept me stuck for so long. It did not serve me very well. In fact, it did not serve me at all. And by sharing my experience, it is my hope that you won't fall into the same trap as I did. So I'm going to share with you my experience, and I'm going to run through my thought process at the time, and I'm also going to explain why comparing yourself to other people is never a good idea. And quite quickly, before I get started, don't forget to like this video because it helps my channel grow and it keeps me motivated. Now then, the first thing that I want to say when it comes to my experience of comparing myself to other people when I moved from Zimbabwe to the United Kingdom is that I had goals for myself. As with most people who move from their country of origin to settle in another country, when you come to that country and when you make that move, that major move to go to another country and start a brand new life, most of the time, from what I know anyway, most of the time you have goals. You come into that country with goals. Perhaps you want to further your education. Perhaps you want to work and make money, and perhaps go back to your country of origin, maybe to start a business or do something. So when I came over here, I had goals for myself. Of course, I wanted to go to university to further my education, to improve myself, that sort of thing. So that was one of the goals I had in mind. And I also hoped to get a job after that. But then what happened? Sometime along the way, I started looking at other people who had also come from Zimbabwe to settle in the United Kingdom. So I was looking at other people and the things they had accomplished at the time, and looking at myself and asking myself, why don't I have what they have? What am I doing wrong? What is wrong with me? So I was comparing myself, and the more I compared myself, the sadder I became, because when you compare yourself to other people, the thought process is different from someone who's getting inspiration from others. The thought process is different from someone who wants to emulate other people. So how this comparison kept me stuck was I started losing confidence in myself, confidence in what I was doing, and I started focusing on those people instead of focusing on my goals and my dreams and what I wanted to accomplish. I was fixated on what other people were doing. And then it got in the way of my progress, because instead of focusing on my journey, on what was working for me, on the goal that I had in mind, I started getting swayed by focusing on those other people. So the more I got swayed, the little progress I made towards my own goals. And also it affected my mental health. I became miserable, and as I said, I lost confidence. And if you lose confidence, you lose motivation, and it just spirals out of control. There were times when I would go on social media and look at people's pictures, videos, status updates, and ask myself, what is wrong with me? Why can't I have what that person has? Why can't I look like that? Why am I not jetting to and fro? Why is my life not like that? But over time, I came to realize and I came to understand through growing, through learning about the issues, the real issues of life. I came to understand and to realize that social media does not always portray what's happening or the reality behind closed doors. People don't always post what is going on in their lives. Not that they should, but we should remember that people don't always air their dirty laundry in public. People tend to portray a positive image about themselves. It's human nature. We want to be seen in a positive light. So most of the things that people post on social media, it's well curated in a way as to portray a certain kind of persona, as to portray a certain kind of image, as to tell a certain kind of story. So over time, I came to understand that, and I stopped comparing myself to other people, especially through social media. And also these days, there are apps that make people look a certain way. If somebody wants to look like they are slim, they want to have a certain body shape, there are apps that can actually change their body shape. And if they want to look bigger, there are apps that can do that. If they want to look slimmer, there are apps that are made to do that. And if somebody wants to look young, or if they've got a smooth skin, whatever, there are apps that do all that. So if you're always or constantly going on social media and comparing yourself to other people, then you're ruining your mental health for nothing, for things that don't even exist. I mean, these days you can go on video call with a background that is created by AI. You can pretend to be in the Bahamas. You can pretend to be anywhere in the world. And then you look at someone's manipulated video and you think, oh my gosh, they've been to the Bahamas. They've been to Africa 3 times already. And I haven't been anywhere. I can't afford to go anywhere. What is wrong with me? But that is just an app. So social media is another reality that causes us to compare ourselves to other people. So as long as you remember that things aren't always as they seem, comparison is a trap. That's all it is. Because here's the thing. When people move abroad to settle in another country, they've got different circumstances. Perhaps when they move to that country, they already have people to help them out. Perhaps when they move, they already have resources that you're not even aware of. Maybe they've got a head start. So if you're comparing yourself to that person who has help, who has resources, perhaps they've got their visa all in place. Maybe they've got a different type of visa from your visa. Then you're not being fair to yourself. So you should give yourself that grace and the patience to go through the process. Just give yourself the patience and the grace to do what you need to do, to get to the space, to get to the place, or to reach your goals. So really it's about giving yourself the grace, the patience, and the time for you to grow, for you to accomplish what you need to do. You need to trust in the process, because that journey will grow you in so many ways. It will teach you patience. It will teach you how to be resilient. It will equip you with problem-solving skills, because as you go through the journey, perhaps you will stumble along the way. Perhaps you will fail and pick yourself up. That process of failing and picking yourself up, failing and picking yourself up, will equip you with the skills that you need to handle success for when it comes. So I urge you to stop comparing yourself to other people and just focus on you. Focus on your journey and stay in your lane. And when you do that, you won't get it wrong. So this is what I had for you in this video. As always, I hope you found it useful. If you want more content like this and haven't subscribed, then consider subscribing. Also, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment and share. I'll be forever grateful. I'll see you next time. Take care.